It's Gudelis here, and I want to give you something really fantastic in this less than 1 minute video. And it's something that's helped myself and over 20,000, that's right, 20,000 students across the globe use this to be successful. And it's so simple. All you need is a little piece of paper and a piece of pen, and you need to write down 3 things. I call them MMAs, money making activities. Have you ever found yourself absolutely confused of which direction to go because you've bought so many other people's products, or you see so many ways to make money, whether it be online or in your marketing consulting business? You don't even know where to start. And you find that you try to do 10 things all at once and then you got no results at the end. So this one little super easy tactic is going to absolutely make a difference in your life. It has for mine, and I hope it will for you too. So let's go online. I'm going to show you the PowerPoint presentation, and then I want you to start doing it yourself.
All right, well, here's the fun part. Money-making activities simply get you focused. It's truly what I do on a daily basis. And what I want to really excite you about is this MMA process flow chart, which is really your overwhelm solution. Now, before I go into the details of each and every little node there, let me just show you, for an example, one of my money-making activities lists that I keep, and I do this every single day. You must make a habit of this. It's going to help you with your life. It's going to help you with your increasing your bank account as well. Trust me, you will thank me for this when you start making this a daily habit. So what we have here is when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do before I start my day in the office, maybe I've already showered, walked the dog, whatever, but the thing is, I get out a simple piece of paper, a lot of times it's just a yellow sticky note, and I quite simply just identify out of all the activities I have to do. And some of them are life balance activities, like, obviously maybe take the dog to the vet or something, or go get dog food or whatever, watch my nephew's hockey game, something like that. But the point is, I'm focusing on money-making activities that are crucial for me to do that ends up with a positive amount of money being put in my bank account. It doesn't necessarily mean that day, but at some point in time in the near future. So here is an example that I physically use, and I keep in my pocket as well. The money-making activities are 3 here that I need to do today, for instance, is write 7-step email sequence for ATF client. Actually, it's the remaining 4 emails. I already wrote 3 for my last set of money-making activities. Create process flowchart for Attack the Fat prospect sign up. That's one of our clients and joint ventures, and we have a virtual team all over the world. And there was a lot of mistakes being made on before the pre-launch, and so I figured I better just create a process flowchart so everyone across the world who's on the team understands exactly what page goes where and how to program certain things and where we're split testing, all that stuff to get all the team on the same page, especially when you're working virtually, whether it be virtual assistants, programmers, or team players or partners. Third money-making activity is meet, and I say blank because I can't reveal that because that was in a product that actually asked all of you to buy in the past. Meet blank rep on Facebook ads split testing, because we're also utilizing cold traffic in getting more sales, more prospects into our sales funnel. So that kind of explains money-making activities that I've used, and let's get back to this fantastic flow chart, and I will run through it pretty quickly. I really prefer that you print it out, use it, maybe even laminate, for goodness sake, because look how beautiful it is, and seriously use it for yourself. There's so many ways for you to make money, and I will just tell you, there's 101 ways that work. And the thing is, none of them will work no matter what you've invested in, whatever program, course, or what you know, unless you actually focus. And this is your #1 tool to get you focused. And it's just a pen and piece of paper that you got to write these down. So if you look at the first part here, create your list of activities and review each one, that essentially is what you need to start doing. And the decision maker box there in that blue dot triangle is it an MMA? Is it a money-making activity? If it's no, then I'll talk about that in a second, life balance, because that's important. But if it's yes, then the next decision you have to make is it doable today? Okay? And then if it's yes, doable today, you write those on today's MMA's piece of paper, like perhaps the same kind of yellow sticky note that I've used. Thing is, though, this blue circle here says you only identify 3. And why? Because if you try to do 10 of them, you're just going to disappoint yourself at the end of the day, because you probably not have them all done. But it's an amazing feeling of self-worth, confidence, and accomplishment when you can cross off 3 MMAs that you've accomplished that day, and it keeps you focused. Someone calls you to go do something, sorry, nope, because you look down on your list. If you haven't crossed any off, you got to get back to work and get focused. So identify 3, and then that's your list of 3 MMAs. Simple as that. Now, if it's not doable today, your money-making activity, it's kind of a way for you to prioritize it. If it's a no, then keep on your master list of MMAs, because I'm realistic. I know that there's often more than 3 activities, things that you need to do to make money, right? So keep it on your master list and then review that for tomorrow, because maybe then that'll come into your list of 3 money-making activities, all right? I hope that makes sense. Now, let's go back to the life balance. This is really important. I have to address this because, what does success really mean to you? A lot of people think it's just, oh, I want to make a ton of money, Maria. That defines success. Well, actually, probably not. Let me repeat that. Probably not. Even look at all the movie stars that overdose on drugs and have a horrible life and just drink a lot and go get car accidents, all that stuff, because they've made too much money too fast. And, they have no life balance. And so it goes to when you make a lot of money as well. It's happened to me. I'll have to admit that. And so that's why take the mistakes I've made and the learnings I've had and do this yourself before you go down a wrong path. What you want to do is make sure you have a life balance list of activities, okay? Things like go get the dog food, or take the dog to the vet, or watch my nephew's hockey game. It's a yes. Is that activity a life balance activity? So I write that down on my life balance list, all right? And don't lose sight of these, because that becomes your life balance list that you really should do, okay? If it's not a life balance list, then I highly recommend then you just discard it, all right? Seriously, you must do that. And the reason I say that is because often we don't get enough done throughout the day because we're saying yes to too many other people. And I like to call them, as Dan Kennedy calls them, time vampires. So there certainly might be things that you're doing as a favor, or you need to call this person just to talk to them for a while. Sometimes you got to put yourself first. And I don't mean to say that to be selfish. I mean that to say that to take care of you first. Because when you take care of you first and your family and your life, and you have a life balance, you can take care of other people far better, because you're a more balanced person and probably have more money in your bank account to then truly help people if they call you in need. All right? Does that make sense? So I hope you enjoyed this. Please print it out. And this is Maria Gudelis signing off. You'll notice in the bottom right there a little logo there called XD Spot. We are launching a brand new social commerce platform, and it's amazing. I'm so excited about it. Absolutely, as of today, it might be costing you by the time you watch this video, an absolute free educational training on how to increase your sales online, whether you're a business, entrepreneur, affiliate marketer, and you need to get much more of a brand presence and getting traffic online and conversions. Go to xdspotchallenge.com. Again, that is xdspotchallenge.com to sign up. And it's Maria Gudelis signing off. Hope you enjoyed this training video.